Being nice is so easy. Just do it. Okay, I love this graffiti. I have been using Spotify to secretly spy on my friend. One of my closest friends names her Spotify playlist with specific names. One of her playlists is called Sad Lady Hours, and every time I see her actively listening to it, I shoot her a hopefully inconspicuous text asking what she's up to, that I love her, etc, etc. I hope she never notices that pattern. That is the purest thing I've ever heard. You are a great friend. Please remember that when Doom Guy was ordered to fire on unarmed civilians, he punched his commanding officer, and that's why he was sent to Mars. Be like Doom Guy. Don't shoot innocent people. I think that's enough said. Ohio has stopped kicking workers off unemployment after a hacker targeted the state website used by employers to report employees who refused to report to work. The hacker submitted huge volumes of junk data, making it impossible to investigate workers. This man is painting wieners on potholes, so the council has to take action. This is what it looks like before. And would you look at that, it worked. Well, I mean, you gotta get something done by all means. What? Someone broke into my grandma's house while she was gone and shaved the matted fur off her cat. I want to emphasize that the cat was the only thing altered here. Would also like to add this occurred sometime between 11 PM and 9 AM. We have no leads. The cat is fine and probably appreciates not having a huge mat on his neck, but like, that's a really weird kind of vigilante justice still. That's chaotic good. Is it really a crime if he did a good thing? My daughter's crying because she cheated on her boyfriend. And I told him, you did a good thing, but she's gonna hate you forever now. I'm the host of a yet another HGTV show about renovating houses for rich people, and when the couple comes to see their new beachfront property, I lead them to the door in blindfolds, and then I have them remove them and open their front door, and behind it is nothing. The entire house is gone. I tell them I used the budget to restore the crucial sand dunes ecosystem that existed there before. Look, I say, there's native coastal strawberry. The wife asks if this is a joke. The husband starts crying. I tell them both this was in the waiver they signed. They leave. I get ready for my next property. We just need to give this guy a budget. He's already got the plan ready. Fake doctor arrested in Kenya after performing 8 successful surgeries. Fake doctor? Like he was pretending to be a doctor? He performed 8 successful surgeries. Wouldn't that just make him like an honorary doctor? A biotech startup has managed to 3D print fake rhino horns that carry the same genetic fingerprint as the actual horn. The company plans to flood Chinese rhino horn market at 1/8 of the price of the original, undercutting the price poachers can get and forcing them out eventually. I love seeing smart people do good things for the environment. Florida man steals and crashes $61,000 boat belonging to dentist who shot Cecil the lion. What is that headline? Florida man comes through with direct action. Good job, comrade. A man who had a few too many alcoholic beverages ordered an Uber for a baby goldfinch that he found struggling on the ground. The baby bird was the sole passenger on the ride to a wildlife rehab. French environmentalists targeted sites near Toulouse, calling golf the leisure industry of the most privileged. Climate activists fill golf holes with cement after water ban exemption. That is another level of petty. I love that so much. The most potentially illegal thing I do regularly is go to the community garden in my apartment building at night and prune complete strangers' tomato plants because their city selves don't know anything about maintaining new growth, and the tomatoes don't deserve that. Very occasionally I take a single basil leaf from the most successful plant in the garden just to sniff on my way back up the stairs to my apartment as a form of payment. I don't think that's illegal, and I don't really think they would care. They'd probably just think the plant is magically pruning itself if they don't know anything. My friend is such a dangerous driver, uses her phone, speeds, etc. She's a great person, but I'm terrified she'll cause an accident. So I purposely directed her down a road I knew had a speed camera. She already had points and ended up losing a license. But the streets are safer? Charles Pretty Boy Floyd, a Great Depression era gangster and notorious bank robber, endeared himself to the public by destroying mortgage mortgage papers at the banks he robbed, freeing many from their debts. What a legend. Okay, so funny long story of mine. This dyslexic kid in my class uses a computer. One of the teachers actually banned him to use it, so him and his friends literally printed over 800 Google searches, and the dyslexic kid would ask for a search, and his friend searched for like 2 minutes and gave him a paper about it. This is the craziest thing I've seen all year. Oh my gosh, he has amazing friends. Look at this. We're proud to launch one of our most challenging projects to date, the Uncensored Library. We've built a virtual library in #Minecraft, which bypasses press censorship in oppressive regimes. Our library is filled with censored articles, journals, and information on press freedom. Fortunately, Minecraft is still accessible in these countries, so our virtual library creates a backdoor which allows gamers worldwide to reach this material. I feel like with every new post, we're getting to like this new level of geniuses just like breaking the system here. This is amazing. That is so cool. I couldn't find this little girl's parents, so I trapped her with dinosaurs so she wouldn't run off while I find them. I know it's for a good cause, but like, what the heck? So I got a friend who was protesting and got arrested. They called their job from the jail to tell them they were in jail and wasn't gonna make it to work. Why did their job bail them out and make them come to work? Well, he must be real needed. The first thing our new hire did was fix a bug that's been bugging him forever as a user prior to joining. He then breathed a sigh of relief and submitted his 2 weeks notice. What? I practice hostile pedestrianism. Driver speeds up to try and beat me through the crosswalk. I start running, so they either have to stop or run me over. Driver edging into the crosswalk at a stoplight. I make direct eye contact and shout at them as I give the thumbs down. I'm aware that this will probably result in me getting shot or run over, but I don't care. I want bad drivers to be uncomfortable in their interactions with me and think about it for the rest of the day. I want bad drivers to tell their friends about some crazy guy who yelled at them in the middle of an intersection. I want bad drivers to be fearful of me, so they look for pedestrians while they drive. Really, I want to make driving less comfortable for those who have grown lazy. You know, I think everyone should be like you. I don't see anything wrong with this. Baby food was $60 and the lady card cancelled, so of course I stole it and caught her in the parking lot to give it to her. Okay, this one is actually a crime. Chicago man arrested after repeatedly stealing guns off of officers using a toy dino grabber. Controversial opinion, but I don't think people should go to jail for objectively funny crimes. Pro tip, replace your cat litter box with an Amazon box. When it's full, tape it up and place it on your front porch for someone to steal. They'll open it and get the worst surprise of their entire life. This time of year, I grab weeds while I'm walking my dog and weave them into little wreaths that I leave around the neighborhood. Specifically because there is a woman on Nextdoor who is furious because she thinks they are signs of witchcraft. I encourage you to do the same. It's no witchcraft, it's just a cute little grass wreath. Since my stepdad cheated on my mum and he's being an idiot, I put a ton of that tasteless powder laxative in all of his diet shake mixes. He won't notice, but he will poop himself and not be able to figure out why. Update, he pooped himself at Walmart, and I haven't seen my mum laugh and smile that much for months. You're a hero. I don't know if this is just me, but I feel bad for that one poor Walmart worker who has to clean up that probably horrific mess. The woman who lives above me finally got sick of our building's coin-operated washer that never works, so she removed it, bought and installed her own, and told the rest of us to use it for free. When we finally go to war with landlords, she's who I want in charge. I worked at McDonald's for 2.5 years, and I put 11 nuggets in almost every 10 piece I made. You're the best person to ever exist. I love you. I am a straight man who married a dude. I married him because I joined the Air Force, and if you're married, you get housing pay and permission to live off base. He gets free healthcare. He's my best friend who's forever single and has mad health issues, including recurring prostate cancer. Well, you guys just cracked the system, didn't you? Las Cruces man breaks into gas station, still pays for cigarettes. Why is he arrested? He paid for it. He just really needed them apparently. Sometimes I randomly think about the time a girl posted in this girls only Facebook group I'm in, telling everyone how she broke up with her boyfriend and he lied, saying he lost the spare key she gave him, only to then break into her her apartment when she wasn't home and steal the cat they'd adopted while they were together. But then he denied having done this, and she didn't really have proof that he took the cat since he wouldn't let her come into his place and look for it. And then another girl saw this post and knew her ex-boyfriend, and she was like, "Girl, I used to hook up with your man's back in blank, and I still have his number. If you want, I'll hit him up and get him to invite me back to his place and see if your cat's there." And the OP was like, "Bet." So this woman hit up this homie's dog, asked him out for drinks, went home with him, slept with him, and then woke up in the middle of the night and took the cat. Like, she had only said that she would confirm if the cat was there, but then she took it upon herself to steal this woman's cat back. Like, she full on Trojan horse this man, and then hit up the homegirl like, "I got the goods, where you wanna meet?" And then the two of them posted a photo of them together with the cat to the group. And I just think women supporting women is so beautiful. Good job, I think. What happened to Sebastian Danzig? Sebastian was arrested in May 2019 in Worcester, Massachusetts for assault with a deadly weapon after throwing his coffee cup at a car that was trying to run his dog, Mishka, over. Assault with a deadly weapon? Is a coffee cup a deadly weapon? I plant trees on property I don't own. Trees that will become really, really big. I like to find oak or white pine seedlings and then sneak them into somebody else's property where they won't notice at first. Condos and rentals, the occupants don't care to notice and the groundskeepers assume the owner put it there. So far, no issues, and some of them are getting quite big. Almost 100 around in the neighborhood. Come to my house, please. I love trees. I've just taken my son's phone. How do I access his history? It's impossible. Oh, thanks. You just saved that man's life, oh my gosh. Zoo separates 5 parrots after the birds were caught, encouraging each other to swear at guests. Become ungovernable. There was some racist stuff here, so I covered it with a picture of a cat. That's the only way to do it. Today I learned how to hack unmonitored CCTV cameras. I'm currently watching a dog run around in a backyard in Berlin. I found a barn cam that has a horsey in it, and I'm in Poland, and I have audio output so I can talk to the horsey. There's 2 horsies and one of them has a baby. This person's really just entertaining themselves, aren't they? What was your, whatever, I'm done helping others moment. One day I found a puppy, dirty, hungry, and just scared and lost. I gave him a good meal and some love and went to drop him off at the address on his collar. The dude thanked me, then proceeded to beat the crap out of the dog, telling me to mind my own business when I tried to get him to stop. He carried him by his collar to a 5-foot short chain in a muddy patch with a crappy broken 3-walled doghouse where I'm guessing the dog spent 100% of its time. I called the cops, but they did nothing. The dog technically had shelter, which qualifies because 3 walls and a roof, even if it was filled with holes and gets 20 degrees at night here. P.S. I stole the dog 3 weeks later. Hey, stealing is Nah, just kidding. Good dog napper. I feel like we all gotta be a little bit chaotic good in our life, so long as we try not to break rules and crimes and just be morally good.